Welcome to our cooking show.
The virtual SBBS behind the scenes kitchen show.
Exactly. So we had a new recipe that we were going to do this year.
We were going to try coffee cake for breakfast, and we tried it out at the committee meeting at the end of last season, and everybody said 2 thumbs up, let's do it. And then of course we couldn't do it, so we're going to do it for you. And what we're going to do is we're going to give you basically 3 options. We're going to make 3 different versions of this coffee cake, and you get to vote for which one you think we should make for 2021 at Sheltering Branch.
That's right, because we can only choose one. You can't get wild. Only do one. So, let's get started.
All right, so we'll start with the dry ingredients. So we have 2 cups of flour and 1 cup of granulated sugar, a half a teaspoon of salt, 3 teaspoons of baking powder. And so Pari's just gonna stir those together.
With a big whisk.
And when they're kind of combined, she'll add 6 tablespoons of room temperature butter, which has been cut up by Justin. And she's gonna cut that in just like for a biscuit dough or a pie dough. Smush it up until it looks crumbly like
wet sand.
Like wet sand, there you go. She's the baker, she knows.
What?
What's that device called that you have there?
A pastry blender? Pretty sure.
That's fantastic. If you don't have a pastry blender, what would you use instead?
Well, you can use like 2 forks or 2 butter knives and kind of cut it like this. But I actually use my hands a lot. I make sure they're really clean and I kind of smush it in. But if you do that for too long, the butter starts to melt and that kind of defeats the purpose. So you can decide. I don't know.
I'm glad we brought a professional along.
I know, that's what we needed. So once she gets it blended to the point where she feels comfortable with it, you're ready to add the liquid. And what I'm gonna do, this is 1 cup of milk. I'm gonna add 1 egg, which came from my chickens. You may not have chickens of your own, and that's sad. Whisk the egg into the milk. And then Pari is gonna combine the liquid with the dry and mix it all together.
And with this part, you don't want to go too fast. It makes a big mess. I definitely know. Don't do it.
It's looking pretty good.
So it's gonna look like a sticky biscuit dough, like drop biscuits, not like rolled biscuits. And this recipe is courtesy of Donna, who we miss terribly and who we wish could be with us. And she sent me this recipe when we asked her if she thought coffee cake would be a good addition to our morning menu, and she said absolutely, that would be awesome. Okay, so because we're going to try out 3 different versions, I have 3 small pans, and Pari's just going to divide that batter between the 3 small pans and spread it in the bottom. And it's going to look thin. I told her ahead of time, it'll look like there's not enough, and it's kind of spread out really thin across the bottom of the pan. But it rises very nicely. It will puff up and it will fill up the pan. And I greased my pans with butter beforehand. Okay, so the first one is a streusel topping. And I'll have Pari put those in while I read off the amounts. So we need a 1/4 cup of flour, a 1/3 cup brown sugar, a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon,
There we go.
and 3 tablespoons of butter, which is that much. And then you're gonna, actually you could probably use your fingies, as he says. So what she's gonna do is she's gonna mix the butter and sugar and flour and cinnamon all together until it's crumbly, and then she's gonna sprinkle it over the top of one of our coffee cakes for the streusel topping.
It's close.
I think it's good enough. It'll all melt in because it's gonna bake. And you'll get yummy little pockets where there's chunks of butter.
Okay, I like lots of streusel, so I'm gonna put it on the smaller one. It's thicker.
Yep. So the streusel recipe is for a full recipe.
Oh.
Just so you know. That's okay.
It's for like doubled up butter.
That's all good.
Put it all in there. It's
Yep.
fine.
Put it all in. I think that's a good plan.
There we go.
That's how we're gonna make it on camp next year too. 3
Yes.
times.
3 times the streusel.
Wait,
So Pari's gonna make the glaze for the blueberry coffee cake while the coffee cakes are baking. And when it comes out of the oven and cools just a little, then she'll add the glaze to the blueberries. So this is a cup of powdered sugar. Ignore the container.
Ow!
And
What just happened? I got my finger.
Oh, right there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Okay.
gosh. A teaspoon. Oh, sorry. Pardon us.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Lemon zest. Teaspoon of lemon zest.
Oh
And then 1 to 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and she's going to add them slowly until the glaze is the consistency that she likes, because she knows how to do
no.
that.
I like. Do we want this thin or thicker? Because I usually
We
like
want it a little
thicker
thinner.
glaze.
Yeah, you want it to be drizzleable.
Okay, there we go.
Does that work?
Sure.
It is now. I'm gonna tilt it up so they can see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So the glaze is done and breakfast is cooking and you're good to go. So now Pari's gonna prepare our coffee cake flavor, salted caramel and pecans. So she's drizzling the salted caramel,
Oh my god, that's so much caramel.
Not even close.
which by the way, the salted caramel, as you can probably tell, is also homemade. That's good.
That's good.
And Pari prepared the pecans. How's that for alliterative?
Prepared the pecans. Say that 5 times fast. Prepared the pecans.
Pari prepared the pecans.
Prepared the pecans.
Pari prepared the pecans.
Prepared the pecans.
They're piquant.
What? Okay, there we go.
That looks amazing.
Okay, so these go in the oven and we're gonna start them at like 25, maybe 20 minutes because they're a little smaller than usual.
What's the temperature?
350 degrees.
Okay, now we have breakfast. Here are our 3 coffee cakes. We have blueberry, and we're gonna top it with lemon glaze. We have the streusel coffee cake and the caramel pecan coffee cake, which we're gonna top with more caramel. I'm going to glaze the lemon blueberry one first. And this has cooled completely, but you can do it when it's still warm, just not piping hot, or else the drizzle will get in the cake and it won't look as nice. Here we go.
Very pretty.
Excellent.
And then we'll do the caramel pecan one.
Because as Pari pointed out, when you heat it up, we put the caramel glaze on earlier, the sauce on earlier, but of course when it baked, it all sank down into the cake. So now it's integrated and it'll be on top too.
There we go. Ta-da! Okay. And remember, you have to vote for which one we're having in 2021. Don't forget.
Alright, we're gonna serve one up.
Everybody pick one.
No, okay.
Maybe that's the best one then, Darius.
Yeah.
Does it pass the test?
Tastes good?
Yeah, they taste good.
They taste good? Do you like the lemon blueberry? And Asa doesn't like anything.
Yeah, this is really good.
I think we might have a clean plate club.
Oh yeah.
Member
There we
right
go.
here.
Clean plate club.
Were we not supposed to use one?
You can eat it
Well,
all.
you can eat it all. That's
Yeah.
what a clean plate club means.
That's right. Right. Thanks to our panelists.
Excellent.